And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
The New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boot Sports, and we are back with episode number 78. According to Bill's notes, that's the Anthony Munoz episode. And
like
Bruce
6'9"
Smith.
or something.
Yeah, he was large. Hall of Famer. Any other 78s? Peyton?
Eric McCoy.
Yep.
IR?
IR.
Poor guy.
With the rest of our roster?
Yeah. No, we don't use that for the rest.
No,
Just
you're
him.
right.
He's probably the only guy on the IR.
Yeah. Who, did y'all see what Jarvis said? He had like torn ligaments in his ankle. And we didn't put him on it. He had torn ligaments.
Who makes that decision?
And
Dennis Allen or Loomis?
he said whenever I played in London, it made it worse.
I would think it has to be Loomis
You would
because
think.
that's affected him. I mean, he's going to have to figure out how he's going to juggle it around the personnel. I would think, unless the doctor's telling him the opposite. Okay, it's not really, it's nothing serious. Yada yada.
Jarvis Landry said he tore a couple ligaments in his ankle earlier this year. The injury got worse when he tried to play through it in London. But they're like, we'll let you.
I'm just shocked he's back already from that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's impressive. Huh. Wow. That's interesting. Not that it matters, but
yeah. Is Panay Sewell
freaking
78?
suck.
I feel like Panay Sewell is. No, he's 58. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, this is the worst Saints team we've had in a while.
Yeah, Saints suck.
This is
So we starting with Saints?
Top to
It's our
bottom.
NFL week, what, 10?
Ain't nobody give two craps about that Carolina-Atlanta game Thursday night.
Nope.
I called
Can
Panay.
I
had
say
the
something
under. I had
Before,
the under.
before going to that, though, I just discovered this. Have y'all watched the Prime View on watching Thursday night?
Is it the NFL All 22 angle?
I mean, it's you freaking watch the receivers' routes. They got lines.
Oh.
Live.
Huh.
Yeah.
How?
It's
I've watched,
phenomenal.
like 2 games this year.
How do they know?
I might need to do that.
It follows
play?
them. Like the lines follow.
I bet it's slightly
You can
delayed.
watch it.
I got
You can see everything, and it shows like the statistics it gives you while going the game is retarded. Do y'all just this Thursday night?
It probably makes watching horrible games fun.
Absolutely. watch Prime View. Switch it over to Prime View and y'all watch Thursday night. It's
I need to do
unreal.
that.
Yeah. I was just because I was bored to death, and I was like, "What is this?" So I just clicked it, and I was like, "Holy crap!" You can see the whole field. You can see what the receivers are actually doing. I mean, running backs and everything. When the running back runs the ball, it has a line, shows his path. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
Yeah. So I don't know why they don't advertise that more.
They should. I never even heard of that.
Yeah, me either.
I hadn't either.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty cool. Other than that, that was the most exciting part of my Thursday night.
I was at the movie. I didn't even watch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. We went to the movie.
That game was terrible. God, it's so bad.
Deontay Foreman went off there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's terrible.
All right,
those teams are bad.
so Saints, huh?
We
Saints suck.
So I didn't watch much.
We suck. The offensive line was a practice squad offensive line.
Huh.
We had 3
We
starters.
started somebody at left guard I've never heard of. Say the name, and I might still not know it.
Oh, you mean left tackle?
Was it left tackle?
The young kid from Kentucky? Landon Young?
No, I know that name. You've been on him all
Yeah.
year.
Oh.
Whoever played for Pete.
Yeah,
that guy.
The fact we don't know.
Yeah, and I just went blank.
Tells you all you need to know.
Because the one that I didn't know was the center.
Who played center?
A guy would apparently sign on a 1-year deal. I had never heard of his name in my life.
Josh
Andrews and Lewis Kidd.
Yeah, Andrews. Couldn't tell you.
Why didn't we move Cesar Ruiz back to center? He played in freaking college.
That's what
at Michigan.
When I saw the IR McCoy, I was like, okay, Ruiz will play center.
Yeah.
And then they snap it off. I'm like, why is Ruiz Cesar? And they were like,
we could have played Throckmorton at right guard. I've always heard of him.
Yeah. And,
idiots.
and they were like, well, they didn't want to.
Hey, DA's got this.
They were like, they didn't want to change more up than they have to. I'm like, you have a practice squad guy out there on the line of scrimmage. Who gives a crap where you?
It's like we're tanking, but we don't have a first round pick.
Got to get that second round pick up.
I mean, the offensive line got destroyed again 2 weeks in a row, which this one was a little more acceptable because you literally had one starter out there, two starters, Ramczyk and Ruiz.
Ramczyk's barely out there.
Poor Ramczyk was just trying to hold his own against T.J. Watt, who's been off for 2 months, so it's fresh.
And Ramczyk's been hurt for like 3 weeks.
What's up with these guys just appearing, man, for us? For the
There's a whole list. There's a whole list.
Like
of
Roquan last week,
Robbie
TJ
Anderson
Watt.
and DeAndre Hopkins together.
Yeah, like
in
what are we
Arizona.
doing? You know, it's not fair.
No.
There's like 2 pass rushers for Baltimore as well. Bowser, maybe. I believe Tyus Bowser.
Yeah.
And I think Ajabe or whatever, the dude from Michigan.
I mean, TJ, like he's freaking like it's week 1. He looks so fresh.
Man, he
looks
good.
so. I mean, it's like and then we give no help for Ramczyk. We just let him be on an island all day long.
Good luck, bud.
So they put the tight end over. He's going by the tight end like he's sitting still.
Troutman
Come
got
on.
destroyed. I'm like, what do we like? Chip him? Like do something? Like no, we just gonna let Ramczyk handle it. Good luck, bud. I mean,
You got it.
Hit his pec.
Golly, DA's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
There's probably so much padding. They probably wouldn't. He just growl at you.
Poor DA, man. He is lost.
Screw DA.
Golly.
This is what we get for doing what the locker room wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we get.
Never good.
We should have went and got Bieniemy.
Never good.
That's what we should have done. We should have got Bieniemy.
I just don't know where to go from here.
Offense could not look worse with Bieniemy coaching.
No.
It couldn't look worse.
No.
I don't care if Andy Reid calls every play. It can't be worse.
I mean, I think it's funny the 1 week Sean Payton comes back to practice is their best offensive performance all year.
Exactly.
And yet we don't throw it to Kamara anymore. He goes off with this Raiders. We're throwing it to him. We don't throw it to him anymore. Forget that. That worked. I mean,
he didn't have time to throw it to anybody.
No,
he don't. He's dump it off to him. I mean, like help him out a little.
It's amazing that Kamara has not just like bashed us in the media.
I would if I was him,
and
I wouldn't blame him one bit.
Good for him for not.
Yeah,
you know, but like I wouldn't blame him.
I bet if I'm Kamara, I'm like, what happened to her screenplays?
Yeah,
like this is what got me here where I am is
what happened
screenplays.
to getting me in a successful situation?
Yeah,
look what the Niners are doing with McCaffrey.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
That's what we should be doing with Kamara.
It's the same thing.
Well, especially when you don't have a line, you got to get the ball out fast.
Or other weapons.
Yeah, like,
the Niners have 5 other weapons, and they're still using McCaffrey like that.
Like you're sitting there and you're like, why don't? Oh my God, why don't we simplify it a little?
Yeah,
I mean, but no, we're gonna run Kamara between the tackles because
that's worked so well this year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, jeez, man,
we suck.
We suck so bad.
So
terrible.
We don't have a head coach.
Where's the paper bag?
Nope.
We don't have a first round pick.
Nope.
We don't have a quarterback.
Nope.
We don't have a future.
We don't have money.
We don't have a future.
Like what do we have? This is what I brought up in that Ross Jackson interview. Like
we got a lot of money on the D line. That's crap. The D lines. I don't know where they went.
Yeah.
Like I don't. What happened?
Shy Tuttle is a starting D tackle for us. That's all you got to know.
I mean, like it's amazing how bad our D lines all.
This is like what year 5 for Davenport.
I mean, and I don't know. I mean, I'm not a NFL coach, obviously, but when like our D line has dominated over the last 2 to 3 years. Okay, well, Ryan Nielsen was your D line coach. When you move him from that position to a bigger role, do you lose
some of the focus?
Focus on that?
Oh, that's a bad miss.
That's not good.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I think you absolutely do.
Like, I mean, like I feel like he's a D line coach for a reason. Like, if you're going to move him up, let's find a guy that can be a D line coach.
Yeah.
Like, don't let him be a defensive / coordinator / D line coach / like, because the D line is getting destroyed.
Najee Harris has done nothing the whole year.
All year.
Oh yeah.
Like 30, 40 yards a game. And he had, what, over 100 yards today?
99.
99
Yeah,
yards
I know.
today. Best game.
And Jalen Warren had like 40.
Yeah. Their best running game of the year for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Against who else? The Saints. Who's typically that's been the thing. You can't run against the Saints.
And hey, DA, they have one receiver. Why don't you just double him and let somebody else beat you at receiver? Pickens is the only receiver they got.
I mean, Deontay Johnson's
Deontay
good.
Johnson ain't a slouch.
I will let Deontay Johnson beat me before I let Pickens beat me.
I mean, Johnson had more yards, didn't he?
Because of one play. He had one down the sideline there that he
38
threw.
yards.
Yeah, that was because that was it. Other than that, Pickens was beating you. Like, I mean, just, jeez, man. And why do you keep letting freaking Pickett get out of the pocket and run it?
Yeah.
I mean, at what point do you not leave a linebacker in on him? I mean, just the adjustments or
10
lack
points.
thereof. The penalties. I mean, we're in week, 11? 12?
Yeah.
Why are we double-figure penalties? Like,
Because we're playing guys that ain't played all year.
just and Lattimore, an abdomen? We still out? We still out because of an abdomen? I mean, if I was him, I would come back. Just go to the house now. I mean, crap.
I mean, really, at this point,
Yeah,
what do we have to play for?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Because your division's
We're playing
out
to
of the way
screw
now.
the Eagles at this point. That's what we're doing.
And we're not going to do that.
Tampa's heating up.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I mean, what we're not playing for nothing now.
When do we play them again?
It's like the second to last week of the season or something like that.
Because I mean, if we played them in the next 2 or 3, that'd be good.
I think it's in late December.
By the time we play them, they're going to be playing their best ball.
Because I think we played Tampa, Carolina in the last 2 games.
No, Rams, Niners, Bucks.
Oh,
So December 5th.
okay.
So I mean, that game could be like,
Ugh.
if you win, you have a shot.
If you get
Because
some of your players back,
that's gonna turn the division.
That's if we win the 2 before it.
I mean, the Rams, God, we should, especially if Cooper Kupp ain't playing.
We just got beat by the freaking Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
Yeah, but
who a lot of people
should.
thought were the worst team until they. I think we might be the worst team in the league now. I mean, really,
It's us
Houston,
and Houston.
Texas,
Houston
still
still
It's us
there.
and Houston.
and the Raiders,
Yeah, and the
And the
Raiders.
who we shut out.
Yeah.
yeah, you got to look at the Raiders right now. But behind Houston is probably the worst team.
Yeah.
Poor Derek Carr.
I don't see us winning the next 2 to have that Tampa game have a chance. I just don't. I mean, we're running the same type offense, other than the 1 week against the Raiders. Like I just nothing changes. Like there's no tweaks. There's no.
Tampa's got the Browns next week, and then they're off, and then they play the Saints.
So win an off week. Yeah, give Brady 2 weeks. Yeah, that
in Tampa,
because
on
I'm
Monday night.
in Tampa. I'm sure Lattimore still have an abdomen injury. So I mean we'll be playing Taylor and Adebo. Yeah,
That didn't work.
I just don't. I don't see it.
Yeah, it's just I don't like. What's the future?
What I've said, you're gonna start trading some of these big names.
Yeah,
That's what you're gonna have to do.
and
You're gonna have to rebuild from that way.
You're
That's
going to
the
have
only
to
way you're gonna-
sacrifice
Yeah.
being in cap hell
Yep.
with draft picks
Yep.
at least.
You're gonna have to rebuild. I mean, you're
you're
gonna
have to have a couple of bad years.
Hey, I appreciate it, Cam Jordan. You gave it all you got, but it's time we're gonna have to redo this.
Get them on
and-
a contender or something.
Yeah, and we want you to be on a contender. Go out on a, and you know what? Cam's got to be pissed off. That dude had missed a snap his whole career, and all these freaking injuries left and right. Like that's
Yeah.
got to get aggravating.
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, he's sitting there, he don't miss a snap, and these guys have been out for just weeks and weeks at a time. Like, but that's DeMario Davis, my favorite player on this roster. But
The best player
I mean,
on the roster right now.
you're just gonna have to make those moves. That's how you're going to do it.
Did
Because-
Warner play today?
No, he was out. May was out too. I'm not sure Mace played 3 games.
Yeah, I
this
was
year.
gonna say I forgot he's on the team.
Yeah. No, PJ was
jail.
playing safety.
CGJ's playing good.
Yeah. Oh, we got PJ at safety.
yeah, I think the first thing
My
you
man
do-
tried to go low on Harris, and Harris freaking trucked him.
Surprised Harris didn't try to hurdle like he does
Trucked
every
him.
game. Did he
Fine.
try a hurdle move today?
No, he didn't.
Huh.
find some way to get rid of Michael Thomas.
He didn't have to. The field was wide open for him, Clay. He could run wherever he wanted to run. It was grass everywhere. I mean, it was no big deal. Now that's the only future you got is just start building in the draft again. Start trading some of your names. Get rid of that money.
And the roster's so old because we kind of went all in this year.
Yep. Last couple of years, and it's an old roster. I mean, it's time to. Even if you have to maybe trade one of your young guys that you like away, I mean, you're gonna have to, because that's gonna probably get you more of a first rounder than it is.
Well, and if you're wanting to go through a full rebuild, there's no reason for Kamara.
No.
And that's just something that I don't know if we're gonna be able to make that move. I don't know if the team will.
I brought up something yesterday. One of my friends from college came down and we hung out or whatever, and Clay was over there. How different do you think the Saints would look if we would have won that Super Bowl a couple years ago?
If we would have beat the Rams.
If we would have beat the Rams
and then beat the Patriots, who weren't very good. Yeah.
Drew retires on the podium, obviously. Mm-hmm. We start the rebuild then. How differently would we look today?
How different would it look if Drew would have retired when he was going to and we signed Brady?
Yeah.
But think about that. One missed call might have derailed our whole franchise.
Very possibly, yeah.
If you think about it.
Because
that just gave us we can still do it. We got another year. Next year's a year. Next year's a year.
But I guess my only question on that is, would have Sean hung it up too with Drew?
Maybe. And
we would
have started it earlier yet again.
Yeah.
We ain't got him now.
We would be past this part of it. This year
we would have signed. We would have signed Da then, gave him a year, brought in Mike McDaniel, and we'd be ready. Or Brian Dable.
Yeah. No, God, I want Brian Dable in New Orleans so freaking bad.
I agree with that. I mean, that one pass interference call away,
it ruined our organization.
Yeah. I mean, it has. It haunts.
That's something, ain't it? That's something.
Yeah. I never really thought about it that way. Yeah. Because you're winning the Super Bowl that year.
Without a doubt.
Patriots scored 13.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we were playing well. We were clicking.
Yeah. We were better.
Yeah. I mean, we were
the
best
Rams team. Yeah.
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 So we always think about, we got screwed out of going to the Super Bowl. No, we got screwed out of our franchise almost.
Maybe the next
decade.
The 10 years after that.
Yeah. We were haunted. We're going to be haunted for 10 years from that snap.
I really don't know what the move is. It's so tough.
There's not.
It's going to be an interesting offseason.
I don't think.
It's going to be the same old
Invest in paper bags.
Yeah.
I don't think DA's your coach next year.
Anthony,
he don't need to be. I did not know Anthony Lynn was there.
Check him out. Crap, I'd take him in New Orleans right now over DA.
Might as well.
He's at least won some games as a coach. Bring him on.
He probably won more in a season than DA has in his career.
I question when he got that job when he left New Orleans. I'm like, be interesting. I didn't know he was at the 49ers though.
I did not either. Did not.
And they usually find a way somewhere to get back on the sidelines. They always
absolutely do. Like Dan Quinn.
Yeah. No, I think
it sucks.
It sucks. It really does.
First time in my lifetime, really, that
I wouldn't be mad right now knowing we had a first round pick.
Oh God,
would not be upset in the slightest right now.
I wouldn't be at all. But
yet again, we're gonna get the good one in 2024. We're getting Caleb Williams.
We'll have a good opportunity.
That's the thing. Him or Drake May.
We'll have a great opportunity to get him.
Him or Drake May.
I thought we'd be able to select which one. We might be the first pick in that draft.
And I'm okay with that. We could sacrifice another year for a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
We can do it. Him and Olave, man.
Give me 12 years of
is Jameis he's got another year. Is it guaranteed?
I don't think it was.
He probably has a buyout for like $5 million or something.
I think it's some kind of a buyout deal on it. Yeah.
I mean, all the guys.
You got to play him, right? Next year.
Yeah.
You can't play the Red Rifle.
Or do you cut them and just.
I'm not sure you don't move on and just see what's out there.
Try something else.
Mm-hmm. Take like a Mariota shot or something something along the lines of that.
Mitch Or is he a multi-year?
No,
Nah.
he was 2 year. But I bet it's like James' contract. I bet if I had to guess.
Daniel
Give those
Jones?
guys a shot.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
They're not going to let him go if they're winning like
I
this.
don't know how they're going to let him go. They're
Dable,
7-2.
Yeah.
the way they're playing football,
Yeah.
Dable's fine with the way he plays.
Nah.
I don't really see how they're going to let him go. I don't know who.
Who they going to get if you know?
Exactly.
Baker
and they
Mayfield.
can't draft one.
I just don't think you're going to
Baker Mayfield.
bring.
I'll take Daniel Jones.
I would take Daniel Jones right now.
I'll give me a full year of Baker next year.
I would have loved to see Daniel on this. Well, I say that we didn't have the roster we thought we was going to have because of all these injuries. I mean, if you gave him Michael Thomas and Landry and healthy Chris Harris, I mean, I would have liked it.
Daniel Jones?
It'd been interesting. Been a lot more interesting than what we got now. I mean, at least he could run behind.
I'll take
Jameis
Jameis over Daniel Jones.
Ooh.
Daniel Jones isn't anything.
At least Jones makes some plays somehow.
Uh-uh.
I just don't like. I don't like anything we got.
Yeah, honestly.
I just wish we can hit reset or like retry.
Is there anything on our
Start
roster
over.
that could get a first round pick besides maybe Kamara?
Kamara.
Kamara's the only one. And he might not would right now.
I mean,
Because contracts and running backs.
Ramczyk
would. but
Ramczyk.
I mean,
No, that's something you keep and build around.
I don't
You
think
can't
you're,
get
I
rid
don't
of
think
him.
you're getting rid of that.
Ramczyk or Lattimore.
Lattimore will get you one.
Yeah.
But yet again, that's something that you won't. Because he's probably
Mario
only 25.
gets you probably a third rounder because of his
probably
age.
not
Age,
even that.
His age.
fourth probably.
If I'm a contender, I'd take him for a third round. If you're trying to win it next year, I'll take 1 year to Mario.
Maybe.
for
Maybe.
for a third that you don't even know might make not Mayo.
Yeah.
Who you gonna draft?
Yeah, like
I
a
mean,
Rams last year, trying to
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Bringing somebody in that
Yeah.
definitely would change your team.
Yeah. I mean, other
it,
than
though.
that, no. I mean, there's nobody else that. I mean, Harris, I don't think would get you a first rounder, even though we just drafted him first round.
Olave? Who's Harris?
I mean, not Harris. Olave.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you keep Olave?
You
I
got
mean,
to keep
absolutely-
Olave.
he's
our
That's
future.
your guy.
You trade all the freaking picks for him, you better keep him.
He's been the best rookie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's rookie
other
what?
Than, other than
offensive guy.
Other than Pickens,
Maybe.
Pittsburgh.
He's been better than Pickens.
He's
been
You
better
seen
than
Pickens' stats.
He's been
Pickens' stats are horrible.
Pickens scored touchdowns. Didn't he have more touchdowns?
I
I
don't.
feel like he
He
has.
He didn't do nothing with Mitch at quarterback.
He's hit or miss.
never
Pickens
gonna
had a preseason. That
Ain't
was
never gonna
it.
do nothing with Mitch.
He had a couple of decent games, but overall he hasn't.
Who, Olave?
Pickens.
Pickens ain't done nothing. Yeah.
Olave.
He's also it's the third option for the Steelers compared to the Saints, but
Yeah, we definitely.
I mean, we're looking at 338 with one touchdown.
we
oh
definitely.
no, I'm talking if we're talking offensive, Damian Pierce, Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall, all were
Yeah.
better than Olave.
Yeah. I guess
Breece
you
Hall
could
is
say
hurt,
that,
but
yeah.
it's Walker and Pierce the top two rookie offensive players.
By the end of the year, it'll probably be Walker.
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, Pierce
forget
is
about
like
that.
everything for Houston, which is not much, but he's doing everything. They put the guy on the freaking. They threw him a wide receiver screen today. He's a power back. Olave's 658, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's had a heck of a year. You're not trading him.
No.
No.
You can't. That's your guy.
I mean,
What about Penning? Where's he at?
He's
Does he
healthy
play?
now,
Does
huh?
he play?
He got.
He's in his window.
Is he a football
started,
player?
He started practicing this week.
He's
Start
in his
him.
window.
Oh, he'll start. I promise you.
James Andrews.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Doctor?
We'll figure out.
Tommy
somewhere.
John?
He fixed a ACL earlier this week, and then he played
Yeah.
center.
Dr. James Andrews.
It won't be hard to find a spot for him. We'll.
I
I
was about to say Peyton Turner.
he
What
played.
year? What year is he in?
He played today.
This is
Is this third or second?
Second, we drafted him
Jesus
2
Christ!
years ago.
Trade him. Davenport's done, right?
This is his last year.
Good.
He's
Let him go
gone.
somewhere else. Let him go to Baltimore and be a stud. Yeah, just let everyone go.
Oh, they're gonna have to. They can't. They're not gonna be able to sign him. Like that's the thing. Like
How big is that Marcus May contract? 3 years?
3? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, both him and the Badger. both 3 years.
The Badger you keep around just for
Just 'cause
New
you're in
Orleans sakes.
That's
Yeah.
it. I mean,
Justin
you're
Herbert,
not-
91-yard drive.
To be
Not
honest,
getting anything off him anyway.
no, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really know. I mean, a team might trade for him, but you're not going to get quality back. I just keep
you
him
get
at
like a
this point.
third or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Just because of the contract situation and age.
Yeah, I don't really know. May has looked good, but he don't play. I mean,
Yeah.
when he does play, he looks good. But I mean, Adebo's a good one to build around. I think Adebo's a good player.
He is.
And
he wouldn't be bad to give the 1-2 if you can get something from Lattimore.
If you can get that for Lattimore, yeah. Because Taylor looks promising. I mean, he's making some rookie mistakes, but I mean, he does look like he's got some ability. I mean, I wouldn't mind those two growing with him. And
I hope some of these things like actually get answered next year. I hope we're just not running it back, which I fear is going to happen.
I mean, Loomis is not big on the tanking, but I mean,
we have no other option.
Yeah,
but we've never been in a situation like this.
I just don't know what.
Like literally in mine, besides maybe like the early 2000s before I like remembered football, but as long as I remember football, it's been Drew.
Yeah, so I mean, like 04 and 05, we were 05, we were god awful.
Yeah,
I mean that's the reason why Peyton and Drew were there. We were so.
Well, we had an excuse.
Yeah, we were
it was a hurricane,
so bad. But I don't think we're nearly this bad if Peyton's still the coach.
No.
I mean, I think we're at least a 500
No, I mean,
team.
he walks in a building for 1 week and we look like a different team.
I mean,
who's the, you've had the guys that have stepped up and you're like, oh, get that name. Like, who's the leader of a unit somewhere? Like, who's the OC somewhere that's standing out that you can go get? There isn't one this year.
Offense is really bad.
Yeah.
Overall in the NFL.
And the teams like the Bills already happened. Niners already happened. Chiefs hasn't happened, but
I don't think nobody.
Yeah, I don't think anyone
wants him.
Yeah.
No.
Like, who do you go for? Vikings OC? Who's that?
No.
I mean, O'Connell's calling all the plays at head coach.
O'Connell's calling them, which was your McVay guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Rams, yeah.
There ain't nobody there.
But that's the first thing you got to do is get another coach.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, there's no one that's jumping off the paper.
The one
like last year, everyone's like, Brian Dable's about to do it. Like, he's going to get the job. And you had McDaniel was a name that people kind of knew.
Yep.
That everyone's like, oh, who's Sean McVay's OC? You're not saying that this year.
No.
It's crazy.
I mean,
it's crazy.
Kingsbury.
Kellen Moore.
The guy that's the coach is the one that we just lost. I mean, that's going to be with the team we're watching right now. I mean, Peyton's the one that everybody wants, but we're not getting back. So, Jesus.
Did you go for it here? No, 3 timeouts.
Oh, 3. Yeah, they going for it.
You gotta go.
I've got plus 6.
40 left.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
San Francisco's gonna run
I've
the
got
ball
plus
on
7.
you.
Well, I mean, it's 3 timeouts left. If you hold them to a field goal,
Punt.
it don't matter. I mean,
True. Well, I've got plus 7, and I need the Niners to win. So I'm in a good situation. Don't throw a pick. Don't take a sack.
Oh my God.
Oh, Justin Herbert sucks. Oh, he's bad, guys. He's not good.
This isn't good.
Not good.
They're going to score a touchdown.
That's my fantasy quarterback in like 3 leagues.
Sean Payton just bought a house in L.A.
I asked Angevon what would it take to get Josh Allen. He said my entire team.
Well, Russell Westbrook bought a house beside LeBron, too, so we're not.
There goes Nick Bosa. He's still pissed about the
Republicans
in the House and the Senate.
What did he do?
He's supposedly that big MAGA guy. So Chance said he's mad that the Republicans lost the Senate
and the House. He's taking it out on
revenge
the
game. Yeah,
he's taking it out on the long-haired boy.
And he's wearing red.
Democratic Oregon,
wearing blue. Yeah. Let's talk football. That's not the Saints. We're tired of them.
I tell you what,
Germany.
There ain't a lot of good games to talk about. How about that crowd today, huh?
Did you watch this?
I did not.
They didn't leave.
The bad guy won again in Germany.
Shall I see that?
Yeah, they.
Oh, yeah.
They were storming the field.
They stayed there. Yeah.
People were getting
score and
arrested
ruin
everywhere,
this.
man.
They're gonna ruin this.
Hold on, I saw something on Twitter.
This
today
is a
about-
Shanahan ego game.
Gotta ruin my
Like
plus
big
7.
Eckler didn't get 50 rushing yards.
I don't give a crap. I want plus 7.
When tickets for the NFL's first game in Germany went on sale, more than 770,000 people simultaneously tried to access the site. 3 million people first requested access for the stadium. The stadium only holds 67,000 people.
Oh, wow.
So let's just say they're excited
Yeah.
about it in Germany.
A lot of people I saw outside the stadium.
Yes.
too.
Yeah, just
It's
standing there.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
It just shows you how big the sport is.
Oh, they'd forget about
People-
soccer.
people
Bigger than
talk
people
about
think about.
soccer,
They'd
but,
forget
like,
about soccer
man,
over there if you get some teams over there.
Y'all
One
want to
more
know
stop.
something
One
I
more
don't
stop.
understand? How does a team like the Chargers right here not know how to stop a run when you know that's what's coming? And you're on the one, so it's not like you have to really guard for a pass.
I don't know, but they just need to score or something so I can watch the Warriors.
I wonder how many Tom Brady jerseys was sold in Germany.
He's 2-0 since the divorce.
Yep.
Kind of what everybody was figuring.
Just wait.
And he's getting better every week.
I feel like it's been longer than that, though.
Well, they were separated.
Well, they were separated.
Yeah.
The divorce is now
It was
final.
finalized. He won 2 in a row.
Two in
Because
a
he had
row.
lost 3 in a row during the divorce stuff.
Yeah, the separation and all that stuff.
Just wait come December. I feel like they're going to start peaking. Just
Well, they found a
about
new
right.
running back.
Yeah, Fournette got benched.
And then hurt.
We'll talk about it later, but Clyde didn't touch the football today. Clyde had 0 touches.
Really? I didn't
Zero.
watch any of that.
0.
Wow.
Which
So, yeah,
they
the
don't run the
Bucs.
ball much anyway.
No. But all 10 of the carries that they had was Pacheco.
Did he do anything with them?
carries?
He had
No.
like 50 or something
he had
yards.
10
really?
carries?
Yeah. It was at one point.
Holy crap! They were winning the whole game. Wow, that's crazy.
They just have so many weapons. Actually, the new wide receiver they got from New York
Tony.
ran the
Tony.
ball a couple of times.
Yeah.
He had like 50 something yards receiving too. Because
Just a new toy.
I'm gonna try and trade him to Ramey this week. Because
He had a touchdown, too.
So 49ers when they win here, will they be tied for Seattle in the division?
Mm-mm. Seattle's got 6 wins.
6 wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pacheco 16
But-
for 82 yards.
He got 16 carries.
Clyde did not have a rush.
But they're
and
a half
he
a
did
game
not have
back.
a catch.
Didn't they beat Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah.
Circle jerk McKinnon had 1 rush, and some dude named Burton had a rush. I think it's a fullback. That used to be a
Michael
Saint.
Burton.
Yeah.
So they chose to run the wide
Short.
receiver
Slip.
twice
Short.
over.
He slipped.
Come on. Come on.
That's crazy, ain't it?
You go for it, don't you?
No.
I'd go for it.
Kyle Shanahan's going to go for it.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
If you
go
don't
for
get
it.
they got to go 99 without
The
a timeout.
spread.
The spread.
Well, they only got to go about 60 for a field goal, but I say you pin them. Go for it.
Yeah,
Their-
you don't
their
want to. You don't want to be
kicker
on the
is Dicker
one
the
and
kicker.
having to move the ball, right?
Yeah,
Jets?
because a field goal gets them in better field position.
How about them Bills?
Yeah, let's talk about the best game of the year so far.
Everybody go ahead and say the Vikings are better than the Bills. I dare you.
No,
Bills are better.
But
All right, so that's not what I was expecting.
here's what I'm going to say. We learned more about the Vikings in this game.
We learned a lot about them. I'll
They're
give them that.
actually pretty good.
They're pretty good, but it
For
took
the-
2 miracles.
What are we doing?
Still.
Told you.
They're in
Oh,
5 wide.
I told you they're going to go for it.
Shoot,
with no
son.
McCaffrey.
He's looking at it at 99 yards. Okay, 99 yards, no timeout.
He's
So
trying
they
to get
can't
him
do
to
it.
jump.
Then they're going to call a timeout.
He's
then
trying
they're
to get
gonna
him
go
to
for it.
jump. He ain't snapping
Jimmy
it.
G ain't got the balls to do this. You suck.
Say it.
Let's go. Boo. Come on. Push him back.
One thing we found out, Jefferson is probably the best wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, that catch
He's
was
pretty
insane.
good.
I don't know how he caught that ball.
That
Best catch ever?
best catch ever. I
I think it's
It's a
definitely
nominee.
it's definitely better than Odell.
It's a
well, it was
nominee.
a one-handed catch, but you
On
pulled it
somebody.
away from the
Yeah.
guy and was able to come down with
Yeah.
it, pin it to your
And
leg, and keep it
on
from
fourth
hitting the
down.
ground.
Fourth and extremely
Yeah.
long.
And it was
17.
it was when it happened too. On fourth down,
Yeah,
and as high as he had to get that ball.
yeah. I don't know how he caught.
I'm
that
gonna
ball.
say this right here: Minnesota win that doesn't win that game if they make that extra point.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be nearly as aggressive driving down the field.
I
like
agree
that.
with
They would
that.
have settled for the field goal to go to OT.
What I kept telling Chance was like, this isn't a game Minnesota wins.
It's not a game Minnesota wins.
Yeah.
It's not. Like,
But
even if the Bills, Allen was hurt, the entire secondary's out, all these things were
took a miracle catch and a miracle fumble in the end zone.
But that's just something.
It's still something the Vikings never overcome.
But
that's
they
the
were
thing.
in the game to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. But we need to pump the brakes a little bit. Do
you think the
and
Josh
of course
Allen,
I'm being extremely biased right here.
You think
but still,
Josh Allen never being under center hurt him right there?
I think he was just trying to get going way too
and
quick.
the hurt arm.
You're taught as a quarterback you're supposed to ride the center.
Mm-hmm.
He did not ride the center because I think he was so worried about getting that momentum to get out
of that end zone. Yeah.
And then, of course, the freaking commentators like, "Oh, why don't you just take a safety?" That's stupid. You don't take a safety.
No.
If a safety happens, you just learn to deal with it.
Bill actually said that he said that they should.
That's stupid.
Because you're down. You
would be up by 2 points,
and you have
with
40
seconds left to get in the field goal
with
range.
the timeout.
With your defense, you already know is depleted.
Yeah,
like why would you think about doing that?
There's no way.
That's dumb. That's the commentators being like hindsight being 20/20.
Now it would have been.
It wouldn't give up a touchdown.
Obviously, it'd been better if Josh would just fell on the ball there and took had the safety, but.
Which yet again he probably had no idea he didn't have the ball because
heck of a play by Kendricks though to realize
he
that
saw that ball out
that quickly, immediately went down for it.
Well, then for Allen to go down the field that quick and get a field goal to tie it, I mean,
with I'm going to make up the excuse with the injury.
Yeah.
I was
stupidly
home,
conservative defense.
Very conservative. It's like the Falcons week 1. They were talking about on the broadcast right off from the kickoff that Carson Palmer was talking about that injury. He had a similar injury at one point, and he said it's like if you can fight through all the pain, yeah, you can play. But when you throw the ball, it doesn't have the same zip on it. And on that interception he threw to Pat Pete the second time, I guarantee you he was going for a high ball in the back of that end zone because he was open. And I guarantee you he didn't get there. He threw a pick.
You got tipped, I think.
Well,
there's no way. How'd that ball get there?
How did he tipped?
Speaking of,
did it hit the ground?
Patrick
man.
Peterson. How about the 2 LSU boys from Minnesota just showing out today?
I told Clay, I don't know why Peterson wouldn't be shadowing Diggs. I told him that, and then after I said that, he had 2 picks. So I guess I kind of did that.
Minnesota's got 4 actually.
You know.
Yeah, he got hit.
They got Danielle Hunter and who else was it? Danielle Hunter,
Ed Ingram,
Jefferson, Ed Ingram.
Is Danielle Hunter playing?
Yeah,
really.
I
didn't see him a lot today.
Captain Kirk, those balls he was throwing was like right
that's
where they needed to be.
The Jefferson ball was just a throw up.
Well, yeah,
that was
but it's 4th down.
Yeah,
you got to throw the ball.
Yeah.
But a couple of them passes after that.
Why would you not just throw the ball to Justin Jefferson every play? I would throw it to him every single play.
Well, they pretty much did at the end of the game.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
but
it's like Joe Burrow says, like F it, Jamar's down there somewhere.
Well,
F it, Jefferson's there somewhere.
Every game, it's like the first drive. Jefferson goes down, has 50-something yards and a touchdown, and then you don't hear from him.
This is the only game that I can think of this year he actually was relevant in the second half.
Yeah,
it's insane. And I don't know how you don't just you put that on
me?
Don't you put that on TV right now, Clay?
Huh.
That's only for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Warriors just lost to the Kings. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know why or how they cannot keep him involved throughout the game.
And I don't know if it's they do that and then they start running the ball more.
It's so strange because like he's open every play, every single play. It's like Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce should have 40 catches a game. Jefferson should have 40 catches a game.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Minnesota's going to win the Super Bowl, but
no, it's a good win.
8-1.
It's a good win.
And the NFC, I mean, other than Philadelphia, nobody else really scares you.
No,
Dallas, look what they've
open.
done. They lost to Green Bay today, so.
And that's what makes you fear the Buccaneers even more.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah, if
like
they-
they're going to fall
Exactly.
backwards into a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Because
who you taking, Tom Brady versus
Jalen Hurts or
Yeah,
Captain Kirk in
exactly.
prime time?
Well, it could very easily be Minnesota and Tampa Bay. And which quarter are you going to take in a playoff game?
Yeah.
Because it'll be played at nighttime and not noon. you know?
It
Like,
it feels like Tampa's going to be sitting pretty by the end of the year.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to start peaking like they already are. Right.
Well,
when you need
and
to.
watch Philadelphia go undefeated through the regular season and then get knocked out in the playoffs.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I really could. I could because
They're you got to lose a game. They're not going
best team
win the
they'll
Super
play
Bowl.
will be whoever they play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Cowboys. They got to play
But
the
they do have
Cowboys
to-
again.
They do have to play the Cowboys, which I don't think the Cowboys are good. That's just me. You
Called them
know.
a Super Bowl
Well, then it
contender.
goes back,
I did, but they do not look like one.
and it kind
But hey, that is looking good though that I
Yeah.
said that.
it might go back to what we said. Do you want Philadelphia or Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
You know, Tom Brady or Hurts, who's definitely played really good this year, but doesn't have the
Never had that
playoff
experience.
experience. You know,
And Tampa Bay's defense is good.
Yeah.
You know, they're good. They shut down Kenneth Walker today,
yeah.
who's been running over everybody.
And, well, the Bucks defense hasn't done that in a long time.
They're getting healthy.
Yeah.
I saw Winfield was back. I mean, they're starting to get.
And I think letting this young running back get more touches is going to help the team because Fournette's looking old.
Is he a free agent? Well, no, what's weird
He
about
just
Fournette is
re-signed.
the dude's getting catches. Like, he's never been a receiving back till this
Freaking
year.
Brady made him that
Yeah,
last
they
year.
started
It's
it last
strange.
year,
It's
yeah.
so strange. That's not who he is.
Because he had Les Miles as a coach.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I remember that whole storyline at the combine, and he showed everybody at the combine he had hands. But like, that's not who he is.
So does
especially when he weighs 250.
so is the other guy turn into the running back, the pounder, and then Fournette's
That's-
the third down,
it's
catching the
weird.
ball out of the backfield guy?
No, yeah, but come playoff time,
it's going to be Fournette.
yeah, they'll go to back.
This is called body management.
fresh. Yes, exactly.
Body management.
Just like he,
Young legs.
yeah, just like he ran it when they won the Super Bowl. Wow,
Which also might be why the Chiefs are doing this with Clyde, maybe.
yeah,
No, I
keep
just
him
don't.
healthy.
I also
Clyde's-
don't think Clyde's that good.
Clyde's not that good.
Clyde had that miracle year.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Clyde
Yeah.
coming out of LSU and what he done there, but he's not that good of an NFL.
If 2019 does not happen, he is a 7th round draft pick at the best.
If
on,
that.
on
If
most
that.
teams, he's not even playing at all. But
He
KC
played because
can
Emory was such a disappointment as
Well,
a freshman that year.
Kansas City Chiefs can just find ways to make people look good.
Yeah, and
but he don't do that on other NFL.
I
teams.
remember when he got drafted, everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's the perfect fix." It looked like the perfect fit.
And because he was used
Especially after
out
that
the
first
backfield
game,
and everything.
First game
Yeah.
he comes out and looks like the best running
Like
back in the league.
you're thinking, "Oh my God," but then he starts slowly fading. And
KC doesn't really throw it to running backs out of the backfield much, though.
They don't.
That's not Andy Reid's style.
Well, and when they do, it's to McKinnon now.
Because
Yeah.
even when he had McCoy in Philly,
Yeah.
he never threw it to the out of the backfield.
But you would think this year, with what we thought would be a lack of weapons, when they lost Tyreek, you would think this would be the year that Clyde would just have all kinds of reps. He ain't getting nothing. though.
But to me, it's like they have more weapons
yeah,
because they were force feeding Hill
yep.
and Kelsey, and now it's like we'll throw it around to anybody.
And Kelsey is still open somehow. I will never understand it. Oh, somebody from the Saints, Jawan Johnson, dude's making a name for himself. Good for him.
Yeah.
That's a fun
He
TikTok
makes
follow.
like
him
he
and
makes
his
like 2
wife,
plays a game.
and that's fine. It's more than Troutman.
Yeah.
I actually seen that his wife Kelly was showing me.
She's hilarious. Yeah, and people like on Twitter and stuff think she's being like real, like saying that she does that, But yeah,
Real
she-
Wives of New Orleans.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
But
Yeah, I'm not worried about the Bills. I
No.
will say I am worried about
the third place Bills.
I'm worried about play calling in the second half.
Third place Bills.
I'm telling y'all, it reminds me of the Chiefs so much.
The Chiefs never got out
last
of
year.
first.
They never got out of first, but it reminds me of the cutesy stuff that they're trying to do, man.
But
And
if
it's
you're
not
the
who they
Bills,
are.
why play Allen next week?
I don't know why they played him this
They
week.
should have set him out.
They should have played him this week.
And it
Yes.
might have been because of who they were playing.
Yeah,
a
and
big
it might
game.
just because Josh Allen wants to freaking play football too.
Yeah.
And that
had a lot to do
that,
with it.
But that can
It can hurt people.
I'm telling you, Baker last
Baker
year.
Mayfield.
Baker
That's why
last
you
year.
have coaches.
Yeah.
Baker played 12 games with a torn labrum and ruined his career.
That's why you have front office people.
But watch,
that
here's what's going to happen.
Because them coaches are going to want them to play. It's the front office people
But
that
I
need
will
to step
say,
in.
I kind of like the losses as well because it makes them the underdog again, kind of.
Yeah.
There's some doubt now.
Target's
That's
down
why.
on their
That's
back.
why they need to play Keenum for a couple weeks. If they take losses, oh well.
Let them get in that playoff spot of the 4 seed or a 3 seed.
Or 5.
They're a 6 seed right now.
That'll change.
No,
Surely.
it's crazy.
If
Miami
they don't, I'll
gonna-
be shocked, man.
Miami very well could win that division.
Let them.
That's what I'm saying. Let them.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it. Let the Bills be the hunters.
At this point, it's going to be hard to get the 1 seed. In the
Oh,
AFC.
the 1 seed's gone for them.
Because I think KC's probably going to run the table.
Yeah, 1 seed's
KC
gone.
looks like the best team right now.
They do. They do.
And then last week they barely beat Malik Willis.
I
That's
also,
the thing. Like,
I'm super curious about the injury situation on defense. They're missing both safeties.
well, one of the safeties is like done, right?
Hyde, I don't know. I can't
I thought
remember.
one of them had a neck deal.
Out for the year.
Hyde, he's the one that was the captain today, it looked like. Poirier he's first off married to Rachel Bush, who's a smoke show.
So
Something.
will White be ready to go next week?
Should be.
He opened his window. I thought he was going to play this
He
week.
almost played this week.
Yeah.
So you put him out there.
But you
Jefferson don't get 194 yards.
Well, if he just knocks down one of them passes,
yeah.
you know.
Like I told Clay, the guy that was guarding Jefferson one-on-one the whole second half wore number 47.
Yeah.
Practice squad guy.
Like, come on now. You know?
He just got whatever jersey they had left.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a
who-
miracle Jefferson didn't have 1,000 yards today.
Well, he almost did.
He almost did, yeah.
I don't know who Minnesota plays next week, but watch for a loss after this big game for
Let
the
down.
I don't know who it is.
It
But
should be a home game. They've been on the road so much.
Cowboys
they're losing to the
That's a loss.
Cowboys just lost.
Wait, that's the 20th?
in Minnesota.
Oh,
It's a
God,
Sunday.
today's the 13th. God, it's
Yeah.
getting late
Yeah,
in
what-
the year.
Cowboys,
Vi-
Patriots,
Vikings
Jets, all at home.
Vikings probably lose that game after a big game against the Bills right there.
Unless being at home helps them, you know, but I don't know.
Cowboys don't need to win that game, though.
Yeah.
They're going to have to win that.
Who do the Bills play next week, Clay?
Bills need a bye in a
I feel like they're about to play like
They've already had
I
it.
know.
team.
I know.
They've already had it.
Browns.
Ugh.
It's in Buffalo.
Sit, Josh.
And then Detroit.
Sit, Josh,
Wow.
the next 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks.
Bring him back for the Patriots.
Bring him back for the Patriots just to beat Bill Belichick. And let him get into that division games. You should be able to beat the Browns with Case Keenum.
Dude, they got a good schedule. Like, really, I mean.
Theirs was front-loaded.
The last 3
Theirs was
weeks
front-loaded
there
bad.
are
So remember, we
terrible.
talked about that at the beginning of the year. We're like, they get past this first front, you know, they can run it. But I don't know.
What's Kansas City's schedule look like?
So we've spent about 45 minutes on 2 teams. So
Yeah, but that was
on 2 games.
That
yeah.
was a heck of a game.
Well,
Yeah,
it was the
those are
Saints
gonna be the
and
2
then
games.
best game of the year.
Yeah.
You know,
Lions, Bears.
Our lines.
Justin Fields is legit.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody says. He's legit, man.
Dan Campbell.
Called it for y'all.
Clay bought a jersey today in the middle of the game.
I bought a jersey in the middle of the game. Middle of the game.
Bears.
Middle of the game.
the Bears.
I did.
Dan Campbell's still fighting.
And Jeff Okuda with the pick
Glenn.
6.
Aaron Glenn's fighting.
Ain't
for
that
his
right?
life.
Ain't that right?
Yeah.
The bust.
How does that win for you, though? The jersey you just bought with a toothpick.
Well, because then the next play he ran it for 70 yards.
And not only that, I think they're getting some fans too.
Me.
Because of him.
Me. I'm a Bears fan.
Their play calling is like really good for them.
Yeah,
And
it
their
took the guy like
situation.
20 games to realize that he has a
They have-
6'4" guy that's 230 pounds
Yeah.
and runs a 4.3.
They have a good 1-2 punch with Montgomery and Herbert,
Yeah, and Fields.
And a
then
really
you have
good tight
Fields.
end who
And
they
Komet.
hadn't,
Yeah,
they
Komet's
hadn't
finally
thrown it
getting-
to except the last 2
and
games.
Darnell Mooney's starting to come all around.
Yeah, Mooney's good.
Mooney was legit last year.
You want
And then you got Claypool that they're still working.
You want to know how good the Fields will be? Look at Chicago's offseason this year.
Yeah,
If they
$100 million.
if they botch this, it's done. But if they hit it out of the park,
$100 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
They have that much cap.
yes,
They
the
have
most
like
in the league.
double everyone else. Like the
Yes.
next closest is like $40 million.
and
So
2 first and a second round pick.
what do? O-line,
Yeah.
And then
You
gotta
go
start
you go
replacing the defensive
Bengals
guys.
you go
You
Bengals type stuff with
Bengals-
O-line.
Yeah, you go buy the
and
line.
you
And then
draft
you-
for defense.
You draft for playmakers and defense.
They don't need no more playmakers. Claypool and Mooney, I'm fine.
I think
I'd be
you
fine with.
I think you pay for a receiver.
for one,
Vet. Get
We
a
got-
Brandon Cooks up there.
see who's like a free agent or something.
Brandon Cooks.
Get you a slot guy, sure enough hands.
Because Mooney don't need to be your one. Mooney as your two is really good.
I would like to know who their offensive coordinator is because it's not the head coach. Because the head coach was a special teams coach.
Yeah. he's
Eberflus was a special teams coach.
defensive guy.
Is the
more
Bears OC about to be the hot name on the market?
That's what I'm about to say.
Hey,
Who would have thought it 4 weeks ago?
Hey,
Or the Detroit Lions
hey,
OC.
we'll give him Michael Thomas.
Detroit Lions OC is.
And that'd be
they're
a
putting
fit.
up
I mean,
points.
it'd be a fit. They
Ohio
got the money.
State.
They got the
You
money
know-
for his
you know that,
contract.
Clay?
The
Lions or offensive coordinators putting up points
Who
every
is
single
that?
week. They didn't put him on Hard Knocks hardly at all. So that tells you he's just a nerd.
It's a
probably.
secret.
Yeah.
With Jared Goff. I mean,
With
Yeah.
Jared Goff.
yeah. Michael Thomas, Chicago. I'm telling you.
Make it happen.
We'll give you one.
They can have him.
Give me one of those top
Just
three
give us a
picks
first
you
round
got.
pick, man. Like
Give me one of those top 3 picks
I'll
you
take
got.
whatever they want to give me.
they
Get
can
rid
have
of him.
anybody off the Saints. They'll give us a first round pick this year.
Give 'em
I would be fine trading
Whatever they want.
anybody.
Literally, yeah.
whatever they want.
We'll even
I
give him
do
Taysom
not
Hill.
care.
I'll give you ramp check. I'll give you some protection.
We'll throw in Taysom Hill for free.
I'll give you ramp check.
That's-
I'll give you.
That's something. Does he go somewhere?
Wherever Sean Payton goes.
Yeah.
Do it.
That's the only
Sean Payton
team-
might give us a
that's the only
second
team
for
that
him.
wants
So he
anything.
goes to San Diego or not? San
no
Diego,
one
Los
in
Angeles Chargers?
no one in the NFL wants him. I'll tell you that. Everyone in the NFL laughed at us when we paid him that contract.
Everybody in the world laughed at us, Clay.
Yeah.
The world.
Good win for the Lions though. So
2 in a row.
shout out to them. Yep.
They're clicking.
Uh,
They're clicking.
Broncos Titans.
Ugh.
Broncos country did not ride. Jerry Jeudy got hurt with a back of an ankle injury, not an Achilles.
Never heard of such. Josh, please explain.
Back
this
of
to
his
us.
ankle.
What now?
There's a back of an ankle.
Jerry Judy's back of his ankle got hurt, but it's not an Achilles injury. That's what they said.
Calf.
Yeah. I don't know.
I didn't know there was a back of an ankle.
Yeah, he missed the whole game though.
There's all kinds
You
of
don't have to tell
ligaments and
me.
stuff. It could be.
Yeah.
anything.
Offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. I'll pull up a picture for you.
This is gonna be good.
Can't wait.
But
Titans
Titans
just keep winning.
They do.
Ugly wins.
Comeback win. The Broncos were controlling that game honestly the whole time. But yeah, they found a way to do it.
They kind of shut down Henry.
Yeah, but the Broncos defense is like I think second ranked in the NFL. It's legit. They just can't score.
They just don't have a quarterback.
Give me them.
Give him to me right now.
Oh yeah,
I'll take Ben Johnson right now.
offensive nerd.
Ben Johnson.
Give him to me.
I guarantee
He
you,
looks
he's-
like Tom
I
Brady.
guarantee he's holding a laptop. You just
Look at
can't
his
see it.
face. Look at his face. That's Tom Brady.
He's a notebook guy, I bet, Josh. He ain't a laptop. He writes his stuff
Oh yeah,
down.
he was an
Roll-
offensive
Rolodex.
quality control coach. Oh, yeah.
Rolodex.
Offensive quality control coach. That's what I. Yep. That's what the resume. I got.
That's Tom
want
Brady.
Him. And he wasn't. That does look like Tom Brady. And he was not on Hard Knocks. That means he is not.
He don't like the camera.
He doesn't like the cameras. He's not rah rah.
It's Mike McDaniel.
Oh, he was an offense drawn up play.
Give this
That's
man
what
some
he's doing.
glasses. Give him some glasses. That's
He's
Tom Brady.
I
Look at
want
that.
him. I want him.
Don't he look like Brady?
He does.
I better look up their offensive numbers. They're averaging 40 a game or something. I guarantee you.
Well, they got shut out like twice too.
But they put up 60 one week, didn't they?
That week 1 to who was it? They lost Minnesota, maybe. Was it like 45 to? No, it's Philly. 48 to like 45 or something.
They're averaging 24 a game, so that's 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Three and a half touchdowns.
Look at Campbell, big old self.
Goofball. They're averaging 24
He's
a
got a
game
suit on.
with
Detroit got what? Is this 3 wins? now?
1 week at 0
third
points
win
and
overall,
1 week
yeah.
at 6
Yeah.
points.
Oh damn, Mike.
I mean, listen to this, 35,
Survive
36,
another year.
24, 45. Yeah, he can call some
It's
offensive
their
plays.
first road win in Dan Campbell's tenure.
Go Dan.
And he's pumped. When he wins, he gets so pumped up.
There's no shot he comes back next year, right? He gets fired, right? Surely. Unless they just what's their schedule?
You give him like 4 games next year.
Give me Detroit's schedule.
This year?
Yeah, let's see what their schedule is.
I mean, we lied to ourselves and said they'd win like 12 games.
If they can get,
we were talking 10 before the season.
If they get to 5 wins,
that's another guy right there.
That's the Bears OC. 37.
Hey, he's
with
checking
15
the boxes,
seasons
man.
of coaching experience. Packers quarterback
Dude was
coach.
coaching at 22.
He was the Packers passing game coordinator. Oh yeah.
Well, Nathaniel Hackett was the quarterback coach for the Packers.
So
we see how that's going.
Mississippi State OC.
2018. That's Dan Mullen, huh?
dude, them coaches, dude, their resumes are always so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a former quarterback? Yes.
They just live out of their suitcase.
Lions.
Yeah, pull up that schedule for Detroit because they get to 5.
At Giants.
Okay.
Could win.
That could be a win.
Bills on a Thursday night.
Next.
Loss.
Jaguars.
Wait, is that a Thursday? Oh, that's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving Day.
I don't know. It's at home. Trap game.
It's Thanksgiving Day.
Detroit always plays Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
that's
as
their
long
one.
as I've been alive,
yeah,
they've played on Thanksgiving.
Jags could win.
Could win.
Vikings, probably not.
I remember
Jets,
watching Barry Sanders
possibly.
on Thanksgiving.
Panthers,
Okay.
Bears,
Okay.
Ben
Packers?
Johnson is 36.
Oh yeah, they could win every game, but probably Bills and Vikings.
They get to 5, maybe 5 wins. I think he gets one more shot.
If they don't get to 5 wins, then yeah,
He's gone.
I mean, because with the schedule, they should get
You
to 5
gotta-
or 6.
Surely you could pick up 2 more right there. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they beat the Giants Sunday.
No, that could be a very. It's at New York though.
So
My man just won his first road game in 2 years.
he's hot. He's hot.
Detroit hadn't had a problem scoring
But
points.
the Giants are hot too, and the Giants' defense is not bad.
Nah, who cares?
They just hang around.
Brian Dable.
He's coach of the year.
If he don't get head
He
coach
don't
of
coach
the
of the
year,
year.
the only person I'm okay beating him is the Phillies, the Eagles coach,
Pete Carroll
I like Pete Carroll.
or Pete Carroll.
He's my pick. For
or
what
the
he's
Vikings. O'Connell.
For-
O'Connell,
that's-
first year
that's gonna
coach,
be the
going
4.
8-1.
That's before. Well, think about the roster. Vikings
Carroll.
roster is 10 times better than the Giants
Pete
roster.
Carroll.
And they're 7-2.
I'll still go Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
It's going to be Pete
Yeah,
Carroll or
Let's see,
Eagles.
Let's
probably.
see who finishes up
yeah,
top.
let's see
Yeah.
what that record is.
It'll probably be Pete Carroll.
Because I got a feeling Seattle's going to.
I got a feeling New York's going to do it.
Start.
You've been saying that for 9 weeks,
Yeah,
Clay.
I am. They're going to have to play someone that's like worth something.
Wait.
When do they play
Well,
the Cowboys? They haven't played the Cowboys yet.
They
I
played
don't
them
think.
once and lost.
Well, if
They
the
did.
Vikings end up
Victory.
losing maybe 2 games, he's going to be in the
Yeah.
talk of being the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Giants literally lost to the Seahawks last
But if
week.
it comes down to like him, undefeated Eagles, and then Dable, it's going to be the Eagles
Giants
guy.
have Cowboys, Eagles twice, Commanders twice, and the Vikings
And the Colts, though.
and the Colts.
Dable's not going to win Coach of the Year.
Every one of these games they could lose,
Yeah. I didn't know they hadn't played the Eagles yet at all.
or the Commanders, who aren't a slouch, and the Vikings.
It's a tough schedule, man, for the Giants.
Well, look who they played.
I mean, they beat the Ravens.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
a
Titans.
fluke game.
And the Titans.
That was the Titans before they became the Titans again.
yeah.
I just looked at the Vikings schedule. They could very easily only
It should
lose
be
like-
weak, huh?
Yeah, they could only lose maybe 2
Because they
games
weren't
a
the
year.
one. They weren't. They didn't.
Well,
win it
their
last
entire
year.
division has 3 wins. Oh, the Packers
Yeah.
have 4 now. So, next game, Jags Chiefs. Chiefs just won because they could.
Chiefs.
Yeah, didn't really care too much.
Just playing with their new weapons and their
Yeah,
new toys.
pretty much.
Yeah, just trying them out.
ETN didn't do much today. What was
Christian
the
Kirk
stats?
went
So is the Chiefs' defense all right this year? I think they're
It's-
going to be
it's never
just
been.
good.
It's never been bad.
They're
That's
just
the thing.
good enough to hold them down to where they can outscore everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
ETN 11 carries, 45 yards, and 3 catches, 28 yards.
He could. I mean, they were down the whole game. He wouldn't get a lot of carries.
Yeah.
Playing from behind.
Browns Dolphins. Dolphins scored a lot of points.
Browns are
Browns DC is going to get fired pretty soon. But if you're the Browns, 3-6.
You got Watson coming back.
One more week, which is in Buffalo. Oh, no, 2 more weeks. In Buffalo and against Tampa. So you're probably going to be, 3-8?
Yeah.
And then you get Watson for... I mean, that's...
You get Watson.
4 winnable games, and then Bengals-Ravens.
And Joko comes back.
Yeah.
He's had a good year.
Denzel Ward I think he played today for this first game in a while.
You're in the AFC, though.
Yeah.
If you were in the NFC, you probably feel a little better about it, having a chance.
If they can somehow win one of these next 2 games, then...
I doubt that.
Well, we didn't think they'd beat the Bengals either. So.
Yeah, with Chase going down the week before.
Well, if the Bills don't play Josh Allen.
Allen don't play, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And if the Bucks look like the American Bucks instead of the German Bucks.
But you go to Buffalo, that's going to hardly
yeah,
Buffalo.
The Browns would rather that. The Browns might want snow.
And see, the thing with Allen, too, though, he's wired different.
Well, I was talking about crowd-wise.
Allen's liable to try and freaking play. He is wired that way.
I expect him to play.
That's a tough back-to-back road trip, though.
He's wired to be like, I'm going to play football.
Yeah. In Miami and then in Buffalo in November.
Lots of changes there.
Yeah.
He's got a chip on his shoulder because he's coming from Wyoming.
Well, and he just lost a game.
He's lost 2 in a row now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, to the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
He's pissed. Like, I watched the post-game press conference.
And not only that, they need to win right now. You know,
they kind of do. Yeah.
they need to win.
So I wouldn't be shocked. But ain't nothing gonna matter. No matter how good he plays, ain't nothing gonna matter till that defense gets right.
Or until they score in the second half.
Or until they score in the second half. Yeah, which is still shocking.
If the Browns can get to 4 wins before Watson gets back, I wouldn't count them out. It's going to be tough, but...
I don't think he just instantly becomes a...
No, he won't, but he's better than Brissett.
Brissett ain't been terrible this year.
But
is that Doug Christie's kid playing from the Lakers?
No.
It's not?
No, this one's mixed.
So is Doug Christie.
Oh. I thought he was white.
No, he's
really
no doubt mixed.
I don't think it is, and his name's Max. He went to Michigan State.
Okay, I'll be looking that up.
Is Doug Christie old enough to have a kid that old?
He might 18. Yeah, he probably is. LeBron's got a kid that's about to be in the NBA. So
Christie played early 2000s, right? Yeah. Late 90s. Is it?
I don't guess.
Well, he might not be mixed. He might be actually black. He's light skinned though.
Oh no, his kid's Doug Christie Jr.
Oh.
It's easy to keep
Wouldn't have to question him.
Is Max Christie Doug Christie's son?
So you're not the first one that's asked that?
No.
I am not. He is not related to Doug Christie.
The Dolphins, though, just keep winning. Jeff Wilson steps in and becomes a lead back somehow.
He's made this team better.
He's turning this into the Niners of the South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he had double the carries of Mostert today.
I mean, they're one of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can they stop people? That's the question.
Mike McDaniel. Agba got hurt for them today. Tore his triceps.
They might beat the Texans by 90.
That'd be pretty bad.
They played the 49ers after that.
Look at that trip, though.
That needs to get
at
flexed.
Niners, at Chargers, at Bills. My God. They're not going home.
Was it the Bills Dolphins game that got flexed? There was a game that got flexed.
Chiefs Chargers.
Yeah.
Week after next. Yeah, go ahead and flex that Niners game to prime time.
Go ahead and flex that Bills Dolphins game to prime time.
Well, from what I just seen of the Chargers offense, Miami should beat them.
You would think.
Keenan and Mike should be back by then. Keenan, God, you'd hope.
Which they don't have a time slot for that Buffalo-Miami game.
No.
I wonder who's playing that Sunday night game.
Bills Dolphins.
No.
They will.
There's a good chance.
Yeah. I mean, that might be for the division. Texans, Giants.
Lovey Smith. Keep
Giants
going.
just won. Colts Raiders, Jeff Saturday.
Shout out to him. He said the Raiders were horrible, and they were.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's funny.
It's hilarious.
Matt Ryan started.
Matt Ryan.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, nobody saw that coming.
I'm sorry. I don't get all the people get mad about Saturday getting that job. It just makes me aggravated.
I think it was just because it's so, like, literally out of
Random.
nowhere.
It's an
and it's
intern.
never been seen.
It's an intern job. Like,
But
Yeah.
that makes it weirder.
What's
I
it
think.
matter?
And he even said that after he got hired. He said, "I might suck, and
I
might
think
not
that
be here."
I think that makes it.
Yeah.
I think that makes it weirder
They already suck.
because bringing in a guy that is
They
not
generally
on your
do
team
it from within.
Yeah. When have you ever seen an interim not be on the team?
No, yeah, but I mean, like, what's it matter?
Especially a guy that's never coached before. Now, giving Saturday the job in February wouldn't be as weird.
Oh, I think that'd be really weird.
No, first time if you give him an interview and stuff like that outside and let him go through the process, I don't think it'd be as weird.
I think all these talking heads would jump on this even worse. If he got the head job over all the ones that were qualified that did the interviews, I think it'd be a lot worse than this. I mean, this is just a 2 month, just get it over with.
Yeah, but is it going to be? I don't think it's going to be. I think he's going to be an actual guy.
No, I don't think it's going to be an actual guy.
shot.
I don't think it's going to be an actual guy.
I think he is.
I think this was a move like, let's get get some energy in this locker room, and let's see if we can make a little playoff run. If not, move on.
Yeah, we still got the easiest schedule in the league.
Exactly. We got a division that's not real great.
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's just see what can happen. Like,
when the Dolphins and Bills play Week 15, the Patriots and Raiders are scheduled to be.
Yep, that's
time.
flex.
Oh
They're
no,
scheduled. That's the Josh McDaniels revenge game. Don't know.
For the how many time? Yeah, let's just get that flex.
Well, Jonathan Taylor finally showed up.
Yeah, he had a big carry, 66-yard carry, I think.
Yeah, for a touchdown, and he ended up with like 20 carries, 140 something yards.
Select on the Colts schedule. Let's see if they even have a fighting chance.
Oh, I think they do.
I mean, you got a terrible division. I mean, Tennessee.
Well, they've already lost to the Titans twice, so that's going to hurt.
They're losing next week.
They play the Eagles, Cowboys,
Pittsburgh.
Vikings, Chargers, Giants.
See what I mean?
You don't look at that game against the Eagles as a trap game for the Eagles.
No,
not against.
Short week from Monday night. I guess a team that just got a new head coach and came off a win with him.
Nah,
they're
not winning 2 in a row with Saturday.
Although Philadelphia's gonna lose a game before the end of the year.
If the Colts win that game, if the Colts win that game, Saturday's the head coach next year.
I don't know.
The Colts are not in the same predicament, kind of in the same predicament we are. Like, they don't have a quarterback either.
Yeah, but they have young talent, a little bit more than us.
Well, they have
Shaq Leonard.
Yeah, I mean,
one of the best GMs in football.
And Taylor.
They have an identity. We don't have an identity.
Nope.
Well, we don't have an identity.
Like today, everybody and their mother knew that Jonathan Taylor was going to have a big day.
Yeah,
because of first off, he was back healthy, and Saturday was going to make sure he pounded it because that's
an O-line.
Saturday
was going to make sure the O-line was
everybody
ready.
knew that was going to happen.
Saturday's first move, he walked in that offensive line room, made some adjustments.
Yep.
And you look at us, and you're like, I don't know what we're going to do next week.
But what I'm saying is they're just good enough to never get a top 10 pick.
We walk.
They're going to win enough games, or they're going to be. They're just going to keep going this quarterback carousel.
And we're not going to get a first round pick.
Well, we win the next year. Well, I promise you, we won't be any better next year.
So, listen, when Peyton gets signed this year, we'll get one for this 2023 draft.
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah. But you're going to get. I mean, most likely he's going to the Chargers. They're going to win just enough to not give
20.
us a good one. Yeah. 17 to 20 range, probably.
Better than 0.
It's just, I mean, I'll tell you.
Better than 38,
Matter
39.
Of fact, if I was them, I would hope somebody wants to trade up, and I'd get their first rounder next year. And make sure you go get the Caleb Williams.
Make sure you get a quarterback.
Yeah, make sure you get your quarterback the next year.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting there at 17, that pick ain't going to do, or say 20, that pick ain't going to do
Will Levis,
nothing for us.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't gonna do nothing for us. So like,
Pissed off chance.
like what? So you might as well.
That would be such a perfect thing for them to pass on QB these past couple years and then just take Levis. That'd kill
Give me
me.
Bo Nix over him. Right
That would
now.
kill me.
So I'll be like, you about one pick ain't gonna do nothing. Trade it. Give me another first. Next, give me 2 firsts in 2024 and see what happens.
I'll trade every draft pick we have this year. Davenport, Taysom Hill,
Michael
Kamara
Thomas.
for Lamar.
Michael Thomas. We'll give Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just throw him
Just
in.
throw him in.
Give Harbaugh Taysom Hill, and he might do something.
Him and his 2 catches in the last 3 years.
Hey, he had 2 touchdowns
He had 2
this year.
touchdowns.
Had Taysom
And what
the other
has he
day.
done
Did he get
since?
a touch?
He had
Taysom
0
touched the ball
points. I know
today?
that.
He didn't touch the ball at all.
He touched the ball some, yeah. That offensive line.
He lost. He lost yardage.
It wasn't pretty.
Yeah,
He finally lost yards.
yeah. He
Good
lost
for him.
yards because I think he lost like 3 on that one
They
play.
they were almost back at him before the snap got to
Oh
him.
yeah. You know how he usually tries to go to the outside.
Mike Tomlin
never got
watched
the edge.
Oh,
2 weeks
they
ago.
were across the line and on him before he even made that turn.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin wasn't letting that happen.
We had a snap from our center that skipped to the quarterback.
That's impressive.
It's in the NFL, man. Like it literally hit Dalton's ankle. Like, that's how bad the offensive line was.
impressive.
Packers. I predicted this.
Well, I seen a stat where the Cowboys, I think it said the Cowboys have never lost a game that they were ahead 14 points going into the fourth quarter.
Ooh. Wow. Maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. That's
And they lost this one.
yeah. And Rodgers is 6-1 in the last 7 games against the Cowboys. He owns them.
There's no way Green Bay should have won that game.
Yeah.
No way.
He owns them.
It wasn't it was an interesting game.
Yeah.
I was just glad to see a decent game. Was like not a shootout, but just enough points, but just
Solid
good,
number.
Yeah, good defense.
Good
Like it
football
was,
game.
it was a good.
Well, the
big-
way it-
31-28 is a good football
good
game.
football
The
game.
way it
Yeah.
started, I thought, God, Green Bay just don't give a crap. They're finna get blowed out. And then they score a touchdown. It's like a little bit of life comes in
Yeah.
them, and they end up. And it probably a lot to do with who they're playing. They want to beat the Cowboys, you know.
Yeah, Rodgers owns them.
Man, I want to mic when he
Oh,
he said
to LaFleur?
for it.
Yeah.
I want to hear what they
Well,
said.
did you see him throw the?
Oh, he was.
Throw his heads. I'm talking
Yes.
about trying to break them. He threw.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Yeah.
just throw your headset. He was hot.
They
a
they
bad
ran
loss.
the ball finally.
Which
AJ
they ran
Dillon
the ball,
even got
ran
the
the ball,
ball.
and then it actually opened up the pass.
Yeah, Rodgers hit some deep balls to
Yeah.
Watson.
Watson
Cardinals
had a pretty
Rams.
good game.
Watson didn't quit on one route. He had 4
Yeah,
touchdowns.
he had
Yeah.
another one.
Cardinals Rams, the backup quarterback bowl.
The third string quarterback for a little bit
Yeah.
for Arizona.
Yeah, and the Rams used Bryce Hopkins also. So
The Rams are in trouble.
yeah,
You are speaking of future. Where ours looks better than the Rams.
A lot better.
hey, but they have a ring in the decade.
Yeah, they did win a Super Bowl last
They've had a
year.
ring since '09, so that at least makes the pain go away a little bit.
Hey, I'll take a Super Bowl and lose 5 or 10 years in a row.
Yeah,
We're good. We're on that pace.
we're
at a-
past.
They're a lot like
We've
us.
already, we're at 13 now.
Yeah, we're out. We're a little over a dozen now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We still got one though.
Forever.
Should have had 2. We still got one.
Yep. Yeah, that was pretty much just Colt McCoy being better than.
I forgot all about
Wofford.
Hard Knocks until Bill sent
Yeah.
the group to
Did y'all see the Buda Baker clip?
Uh-uh.
He really motivating clip.
He had the Jamal Williams speech.
He was like in full tears. Good speech though. Don't want to talk about that game.
Yeah, he was boo-hooing.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah,
That
in the
was,
locker
was
room.
that a Hard Knocks
Yep.
clip? I didn't know I was watching a Hard Knocks clip. Okay, I did see that. Yeah.
Chargers Niners. Chargers.
Justin Herbert's not a good quarterback.
Charged it away.
They need to get healthy.
He needs a better coach.
Yeah. He's coming.
It's like borderline getting like they're wasting his talent.
I think
it's
they
like
are.
the Derek Carr situation.
Very similar.
Except for he's better than Derek Carr.
Yeah. I'm afraid if they don't give him a coach, he's gonna get some bad habits.
He
He's gonna
should
start
not
some-
throw for
When did
less than
Chase
200
Daniel throw
yards
2 balls?
in the first half? Because Herbert ran and
Freaking got his
Greenlaw
head.
Greenlaw
no.
torpedoed him.
Oh yeah. Well,
He should be throwing
Elijah
for
Mitchell
less than
came
200
back.
yards in a game.
There's
full
no way he
effect.
didn't have a concussion on that.
I don't know how he did.
We got 41 carries from the Niners.
I'm really surprised he went back in the game after the way the NFL's been about these.
You got a 22-16 game and you only have 16 carries.
Yep.
Like that's all you need to know.
Yeah, I didn't have Eckler in a parlay today for 50 yards or more.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that. And Peyton comes in there and changes that.
And you got outthrown still.
They had 238 total yards on offense.
Yeah.
Should not happen
Should
in
never happen.
2022.
Elijah Mitchell had more carries than Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
Wow. And done better.
Yep.
I don't care who he's throwing the ball to. Herbert should be throwing for more than that, man.
Yeah.
Justin Fields had like 300 yards all purpose today. And he ain't throwing hardly nothing. Yeah, he's got Darnell Mooney, but they still haven't figured that out. He's throwing to Cole Kmet.
Darnell Mooney's about Josh Palmer. Just about.
Yeah, so like if
Just
he
in a
can
bigger
do
role.
that, if he can do that, why can't Herbert? Because Herbert's better than Justin Fields.
Just let him get a coach. He's going.
You know, like yes, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't
Did
have
he
a
ever
shot
get
right
healthy
now.
after those ribs?
He had a good week a week or two ago.
He's going to be entering what year?
And he's doing this
4?
I ain't
Next
got a
year be year
clue.
4.
Next year 4.
This is Burrow's third,
Yeah,
yeah.
because last year he had the sophomore surge.
You know, everybody thought he was going to be the next one
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
He just
He
hadn't.
he will with the right coach. I agree with Chance on that. I think he's a coach away.
Oh, I like it.
Staley should have lost that job last year after the way they botched that season last
Pummeled.
year.
They should have took the tie week 17.
Yeah.
They should have took the tie.
Yeah, I don't.
Chiefs next week. Then Cardinals, Raiders.
Oh, they got a
Dolphins.
favorable schedule
they
coming
do
down the
have a-
stretch.
Yeah.
Actually, pretty easy
I
schedule.
mean, everyone but that Chiefs game
They
and the
should.
Dolphins.
They
Yeah.
should be able to win.
They should be able to win some games coming down the stretch.
Yeah, I
If
mean
they
they're
don't,
gonna sneak into the playoffs.
They could after that
They're a
KC
7.
game went out.
They're a 7 seed.
Yeah, them last 3 they should win.
You know who holds the 7 seed right now? The New England Patriots.
Screw them.
All 4 AFC East teams are in the playoffs
Old
as of
Bill.
right now.
Bill Belichick finds a way.
Yep.
Old Bill.
It's gonna collapse.
Yeah.
Jets, Vikings, Bills might lose all 3 of those.
Then they play the Bengals later too, and
The Dolphins and the Bills.
I bet you they'll beat the Jets.
He owns the Jets.
He won't lose to them twice.
I don't know if he's. Yeah.
He might.
Oh, they lost. They
sacrifice
already
somebody.
beat them once.
Yeah, he won't lose to them twice.
I don't think
He won't lose to them once. You mean?
I don't think he's ever lost to him.
We're looking at the
Are they-
Patriots.
Yeah, this is the Patriots, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, how many of these games? I mean, that Cardinals Raiders stretch they should win, but
Should.
yeah, and those are both on the road. You don't think they're going to beat the Bills? It's going to be hard to beat the Dolphins, hard to beat the Bengals.
That Bills game.
Vikings look really good.
I keep
That's
waiting.
the game right there. They'll probably beat Minnesota.
Is that
Minnesota.
4 straight
Minnesota be
night
feeling good.
games?
They win a game, then they lose to that one.
Is that 4 straight night games for them?
Thanksgiving, Thursday night football,
Yep.
Monday night football,
Oh my
Sunday night
gosh.
football.
That
Please
was-
God,
What is it?
that'll be
God
flex.
switch that.
2010?
That'll be flex though.
Please, yeah, that Raiders game will be switched.
Yeah.
The Raiders one is whenever the Bills and Dolphins play,
Yeah.
which should be for the division, you would think, but crap,
Yeah.
you can't freaking tell right now with the Bills.
Well, you'll be able to tell after that.
God, Arizona, New England.
Ken Dorsey's
Monday
coaching
night.
him way out his
They're
way
just
out of a
doing
job.
these Monday
Yeah, it's a
nights.
random
Like-
game.
They're just doing these Monday night schedules.
You give me a playbook, and I call better plays than Ken Dorsey right now for the Bills in the second half. Like, how can you not score touchdowns?
They haven't scored since week 6.
How?
Yep.
Was that like their Super Bowl right then? They're like, all right, we're going to coast? Is that what it was? And like, you know?
Hard to believe Allen leads the league in interceptions.
That doesn't surprise me.
I called that.
That don't
Preseason.
surprise
Crazy,
me.
man.
Don't surprise me one bit.
It's crazy.
That's who he is, man. He is so careless in the red zone. It's scary. And that's after he was not. He didn't throw an interception in the red zone until last year. Or it might have been this year. Beginning of this year, end of last year. Because he had like a stupid streak. Cole Strange, how's he doing?
Has he played?
Well, when you clicked on him, it went to his draft profile, so I think that was a no.
I don't know how to look at offensive line stats on.
I can look it up on Wikipedia. Clay, it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Like I've been keeping up the pod or something.
You blame that on me?
So was Cowherd wrong with the Bills?
What did he say again? I can't remember. He's played in all 7 games. Or he's played in 7
Strange
games.
has?
He started 7 games.
All right.
Oh, Chattanooga action.
There we go.
He said some nonsense about
he's worried about Buffalo finishing games. He's worried about they're careless, they're kind of reckless.
And it's
he's pretty
he's lost
accurate.
2 games so far, and they haven't scored in the second half. So
yeah, he's worried about they're kind of.
But we've seen them finish games.
He's afraid.
He drove it 60 yards today.
That they're not
finished though.
They're not ready to be the team with basically the target on their back.
I agree. They are better as the hunters than the hunted. I'll agree with that. And that's gonna. I don't know what changed
Allen's
that.
never been that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and it takes them have sustained success. Like, nobody expected them to be as great as they were last year. They expect them to take a step, and the way they lost in the playoffs did not do them any favors.
No,
it didn't do them any favors at all. I'll give them that. But
let's end this thing.
Yeah, let's end it because I could talk an hour. On
well,
that.
because what sucks now is this 7 in the playoffs. That 1 seed is pretty important. Like that bye is really important now because
playoffs go through Arrowhead.
I don't know. I don't think it's that important. I don't think the
through
bye is super
Arrowhead again.
important,
especially in the AFC. A lot of teams that
it gives you another bye week. That's
well, and when you make teams come to Buffalo in January, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
That gives you a lot of advantage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, or you like the Chiefs. You said
You're
make
gonna
them
go
come
to
to
Arrowhead.
Arrowhead.
Arrowhead's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
afraid that them not getting that 1 seed is gonna hurt them some.
But still, them hunting, I think, is
Especially
better.
if he don't get back healthy. I mean,
He's not going to be healthy this year. He ain't. And I want to know what the exact injury is. Is it torn? Is it slightly torn? Like, because you don't hear
partial.
You don't hear about quarterbacks tearing their UCLs. You don't hear about them needing Tommy John in football.
No, you're right.
You know,
we
so
got us an interesting Thursday night game this week.
One of the better ones.
Yeah, that's not bad.
See, I want to know what the exact injury is because it can't be torn. If it's torn, they'd be giving him Tommy John right now.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I'm interested in a lot of these games. Bears Falcons will be decent. Browns Bills I think will be closer
Game of the
than
week's
people think.
Lions Giants.
Yeah, I mean Lions Giants, Jets Patriots. Someone's got to lose.
Someone's got to lose. Yeah.
Eagles Colts. I mean that's interesting.
Ready to see how Zach Wilson comes off a bye week.
Dallas, Minnesota.
Dallas and Vikings. Yeah.
Pittsburgh Bengals.
And
I ain't
Chiefs,
gonna be
Chargers.
Burrow at Pittsburgh.
How bad does Pat Mahomes want to beat?
Niners Cardinals. Cardinals are sneakily hanging in there.
Murray should be back, huh?
Yeah. Hopkins is still in dog.
Guess watch Hard Knocks and find out.
Why is J.J. Watt crying? Oh, it's not J.J. Watt. Okay.
Ertz. He's like, yeah.
Zach Ertz. Yeah.
Imagine that.
We got. Hey, we'll have a more interesting week to talk next week.
Good thing because college you won't.
Oh yeah, God yeah.
Y'all see where game day went to? Montana. Play is Montana State.
It's a battle.
That shows you the lineup we got this week.
There's got to be something better.
Is this everybody's homecoming week?
Yeah. You gotta go to the 3 dots. Yeah, there you go.
Freaking Bill.
Yeah, he still don't have the NCAA as a favorite.
TCU Baylor is probably your only one that's game that might attract you.
Yeah, and they've done that too many times.
Yeah, it's not a good slate for college.
That's this week. I clicked the next one.
Illinois, Michigan. Man.
Yeah, that's a blowout.
ULL at Florida State. What the crap?
They got that TCU Baylor at 11.
At big noon.
That's a random game right there. Florida and ULL.
That's that.
It's the whole slate.
That's what I'm telling you. It's bad.
Georgia, Kentucky.
It's real bad.
Yeah, Georgia, Kentucky.
Now, you could have forced some of these and be like, yeah, we can make it game day, but they were like, let's just go somewhere else.
Yeah, they're trying to go somewhere they never been. Because there ain't nothing there you really want to go to.
USC, UCLA, how is that not game day?
UCLA wins, I think it would have been.
They're still top. They're number 12 in the nation.
And it's that West Coast stuff. They don't like going there.
Yeah.
And it's a late kickoff too. So
Oregon, Utah.
Yeah, even later kickoff. Having game day at 11 for a 9:30 kickoff. That'd be weird. All right.
It's not even a rivalry this year, so they couldn't go there.
Because they've gone to Corvallis. Where's Corvallis playing? Oh, they're going at Arizona State.
Montana State, baby.
There we go.
Let's go. Go Tigers.
All right.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.